Hey family, welcome to my channel, Phie.Love Intuitive Conversations. If you like my content, please do like, share and subscribe. Any negativity or hate, please keep it on your side of the street. It will not be acknowledged. So I'm fitting another video in today, and I figured since my last video was on healing after a breakup and not staying in cycles of the same energy experiences but a different body, I figured I want to talk about what is your knockout process when you meet someone. I mean this more like in a dating sense, okay? What is your knockout process? I hope this video will reach a few younger people too. We're so distracted by our phones. We're so distracted by what we're being shown on TV. We're so distracted that I don't think we know anymore. Well, I don't feel like people know anymore what it is that they truly like, how it is that they truly feel. What about what comes out of someone's mouth, the way they move, the way they act, their level of intellect, how they treat their family, how they treat the waiter, how they treat the help in their homes, how they treat animals. I don't know how much attention is put anymore on those kinds of things, or even value. I mean, screw attention, how much value is put onto those kinds of things in today's day and time. I mean, couples can sit together for hours in a house together and not have a 20-minute wholesome conversation that is elevating one another's minds, space, or talking about things they've read in a book, something they've experienced outdoors. I'm sure you get where I'm going. Nowadays, I feel like the standard is to have the TV going, Netflix going, and we're living until the next hour where a meal needs to be made. And even when that is all happening, the cell phone is always somewhere nearby. And instead of talking to each other, we're talking to other people in a space where we're not getting to know each other. And even more so with our younger people, how is it for them in their early relationships? Are they talking to each other, or do they just figure out how to exist together in a space, being able to have their phones distract themselves from each other? So what is your knockout process before you start dating somebody? What is your criteria for letting someone come into your life and moving forward with them? What makes you feel bad about somebody? What about them makes you feel off? Are you judging somebody off of the words that they're using to stroke your insecurities? Are you judging them off the quality of conversation they're able to give you? Are you judging them off of their behavior? All this stuff is important because it's going to play a big role in how you move forward in your life if you choose to bring this person in. Are you judging them off of superficial things, the car they drive, the money they have, or how their money makes them look, what they're saying about their money, how they're talking to people because they have money, how they handle others on the outside of them while they have money, how they behave when they don't have money, what is their ego like, what is their temperament like? You know, these are all kinds of things that you get to know about somebody in the getting to know process. And depending on how self-aware and how confident within yourself you are, that will determine how far you allow that person to go in your life. And the shitty thing is that a lot of us who are not aware, were not aware, our knockout process is pretty shitty. it's the truth. It's shitty because as society has somehow, I can't even say evolved, just moved or changed over time. It's like less value has been put onto those things, and it's more the superficial stuff. How can somebody help me survive in my life? What can someone put on my table? Not what can I put on someone's table, and that person thinking what can they put on your table? You know, what can we bring to each other? It sucks. It sucks. So in this video I'm asking, what is your knockout process? What do you pay attention to? What helps you decide whether someone should be in your life? What helps you? What about somebody makes you attracted to them? Is it because there's a big hype around the person? Is it because your girlfriends or your guy friends are having a lot to say? Is it because of competition? What is it? Is it because you've spent a lot of time with somebody and you've gotten to know them inside and out? They've gotten to a point of being able to be completely comfortable with you. I mean, how many women find themselves in some pretty shitty situations with some pretty shitty men, and vice versa, because their deciding factors were around money, the car they drove, the kind of ego that was put forth in the beginning, the kinds of people they hung around, places that they find themselves in, the ability to give you a life of traveling and buy you clothes and shoes. Look, no shade. Some people just get off those kinds of things. I'm talking about how much value are you putting into understanding the kind of person that you choose to share a certain portion of your life with, or your entire life with, and what is influencing your choices. What is influencing your choices when you make these decisions for your life? And what about someone on the outside is necessary in your eyes for them to be a part of your life? And do you care? Is that person also awake and aware enough to care what you have to bring to the table in that regard, and how spending time around them, how you spending time around them will affect their elevation, their growth? Because it's a two-way thing, right? Are we nurturing and expanding and filling ourselves enough as well so that we have something to offer and something to bring to the table? Or are we just trying to find somebody that we can use as a crutch and rely on for finances, for a place to stay, for a good time, for materialistic surface bullshit? Vice versa. Are we looking for somebody who's going to play on us because they've recognized that we have ego issues, or we have lack issues, we have emotional issues? Are we going to allow someone like that to control us and move us in our lives forward? How many of our men have ended up in some really shitty situations with women who have not developed themselves enough, women who run after just what looks flashy and what can come flashy into their lives, and these women recognize the ego issues these men have, and they play on those ego issues. 5 years fucking go away. 5 years down the line, this man doesn't know what the fuck he's actually attached his life to. Now he's married, now he's got to split his shit in half, now there's kids involved, this woman don't cook a fucking meal. This woman has nothing of substance to say towards his own elevation, vice versa. You know, there's just so many things that I think by putting more value onto the substance of a person and people that we allow into our lives, putting more value into our knockout process and our ability to walk away and say, you know what? I might need someone in my life, and this person might say all the right things, they might look like they're doing all the right things, but it doesn't meet my standard. How strong is your ability to walk away, and how secure are you in yourself to be like, you know what, I'll wait until Spirit, Universe, God, Allah, whoever brings a person to me who is of my vibration, who values an equal give and take. And our men as well, you know, touching back on my last video, they'll find themselves in nasty, never-ending cycles with women who constantly get what they want out of them because these women know how to play on their egos. Because maybe they've got money to bring to the table, maybe they have a really nice status somewhere in their lives, or sitting in prominent positions somewhere, and they like the, you know. And how much of your decision making and your knockout process is also influenced by your peers and people around you, and how you feel that the world is going to see you. That really shouldn't be part of your decision making. How much of your knockout process is based on the value you put into the substance someone carries within themselves? Do you think this person can raise your kids? Do you think this person lives by good values? Do you think this person carries a good energy that you would like to live with in your home? Do they make you feel good and uplift you on a superficial level, or is it more within? Is this person gonna stick around when shit goes south? I mean, hell, if she's come into my life for money, what happens when I go 1 or 2 years and I don't have the money? Is she gonna go try sneak out and find someone else who does have the money? What if he just took me on because I looked really pretty for some time? I was young, I looked really pretty for some time. What happens when I fall pregnant and some things about me change? Is he gonna start turning his back against me, making me feel less than? And start making me compete with other people outside of me? Yet I'm the mother of his children? But because I was too focused on his ego and what he had to bring to my table, instead of making sure that I'm good and I'm able to put on my table what I need to, what then? What is your knockout process before you start dating somebody, before you start investing into somebody, before you start giving your money, your time, your effort? Start sharing your insights. Start sharing your body. That is a whole other topic on its own. So yeah, let me see what card I can pull. I think I will take 2 cards. I will take one from the Ask Your Guides Oracle cards, and I will take one as well from the Ascendant Masters to see what they can support us with in this conversation as some advice with regards to what our knockout process is and our criteria for moving forward with someone to share our lives with. So we get energy healing. This will resonate with whoever it's meant to, whoever sees this video. Energy healing from the Ascendant Master Merlin. Okay? Let's see what the book has to say. Oh, it's the Ascendant Masters Oracle by Doreen Virtue. Cool. Let's see. They say, the situation you've inquired about involves energy healing. You gotta heal yourselves again. It's healing, and not making our decisions off of places from lack. Not deciding we like someone because they can fill us where we are lacking. If we're lacking, then we need to make sure somehow we're able to fill where we're lacking on our own, and not engage someone else in trying to fill us maybe where they probably aren't fulfilled either. You have healing abilities that you can direct through your hands, thoughts, and heart, sending loving energy to elevate and heal the situation. You can clear the energy in a home, office, or vehicle as well. Your experiences with energy healing may be so powerful that you decide to conduct healings as a profession. I'm guessing this is supposed to resonate with someone who's supposed to see this video and might need to hear that. Cool. Let us move on to Ask Your Guides. Oh, we got 2 of them. Deceit, partnerships, and love. Look at that. Doesn't that sort of align into what we've been talking about on some level? Deceit and partnerships and love. Guardian angels and nature spirits. Let's see what the book has to say. Partnerships and love. And I mean, talking about deceit, you end up with someone 5 years down the line because you've had a shitty knockout process in the beginning. You're going to feel like you've been living a life of being deceived by someone because your ego and emotions and everything else was so blown up in the beginning. Partnerships and love. Nature spirits. Infatuation, romance, connection, an introduction. Your nature spirits, known as runners, are working to introduce you to a wonderful new partnership to fulfill your heart's desire. Whether in the area of business, friendship, or romantic love, these practical guides are leading you directly towards the appropriate person to best support your soul at this time. I think that also speaks really nicely to, again, allowing spirit to help you attract someone that does work for you. Don't drop your standards. Follow your heart as they strive to connect you with the right associations. Be more open to others, especially those whom you meet by chance. Say hello to the new neighbor in your building. Suggest having lunch with the intriguing woman who sat next to you at your last business luncheon, or strike up a conversation with the guy in front of you in the checkout line, even if it's not your usual habit. In reality, it's not accidental that you suddenly find yourself attracted to certain people. Your runners placed you in their path so that you could meet. Invite these energetic nature spirits to continue to direct you to others who are significant for your soul path. Their message: relax, we will make all the necessary introductions you seek. Trusting the process. Let us trust the process. The last card I'm going to go into is the Deceit card, okay? Guardian Angels. Let's see what message they've got for anyone watching this video. Treachery, dishonesty, betrayal, exploitation. Your guardian angels are present, alerting you to the fact that all isn't as it appears. Something is off and you may be in danger. Pay close attention to what's going on around you, as well as what's going on within you. You'll soon notice that bad vibes are in the air. This is part of being aware, okay? If we're not aware with the people that we're bringing into our lives and paying attention to whether they're making us feel good, whether they're making us feel off in some sort of way because we're letting our emotions and our insecurities decide for us, it's a mess. It's a long-term mess. They signal that someone is potentially able to exploit or manipulate you in some way. So be on the alert and trust your vibes if things don't feel right. Trust your vibes if things don't feel right. And put more value into your knockout process before you start dating people. Have a knockout process. A lot of us didn't even have that. We just kept on keeping on. Anyway, guys, I wish you a lovely rest of the day, and I will catch you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.